Hi, guys. I hope you guys are having a great day. I just wanted to touch base with you guys, let you know what's happening here at Express Body, and basically just spread a message of hope for those of you who are still struggling, those of you who are still having a hard time actually finding yourself in life. I'm not just talking about the weight loss, but I'm talking life in general. One of the things I've learned working here at Express Body is that most of the people that come here are walking on the edge. Okay, let's talk about what it is to walk on the edge. Okay, and I know this well because I've been there myself. And walking on the edge is basically when you're living your dreams and your hopes, and you know you can do something, but you don't quite match up to it. You just don't step up your game enough. You always get right to the edge, and just when you're about to succeed, when you're about to take it to the next level, you kind of settle back and get into your comfort zone. And I personally have been a victim of that, and I'll tell you why. Because for a long time, I have been here in Farmingdale as a personal trainer and helping people, and I know for a fact that I could help many more people. I could have grown exponentially years ago, but I haven't because I never really wanted to get out of my comfort zone. I was basically doing something I enjoyed, something I loved, but I had a good friend that spoke to me, and what he said to me was, "Hey, Manny, you know what? You're doing your community a disservice, and the reason is because you're basically holding back your gift." And your gift is that you are able to help people, and you could change their lives, and you could do it in record time. You're the only person who can meet somebody in a matter of weeks, actually transform the way that person feels and the way that person looks and the way the person interacts with the world. And the reason he told me that was because that's what I did for him. Okay, this is a person that had a lot of health issues, a person who was depressed, a person that despite being very financially set, physically, he thought he was outliving, his bank account, or should I say, his bank account would outlive him. Okay, so he decided to take his game to the next level. And the other thing he said to me was, if I have to empty my bank account to regain my health, I'll do whatever I need to do to get there. Because right now, the most important thing for me is to be around for my grandkids. And that made a great impact with me, and the reason is because a lot of people do come through here, and I know that we are changing a lot of lives, and I know it's a big, huge impact because I see the difference. But what I don't see is what those people do with their lives after they leave here. How they are interacting with the world and how their life gets better. So the message that I want to speak about is that why is it that we know that we have so much more to give, and we just hang back. We just don't want to stretch ourselves. We just want to stay right, in the safety zone, or what I always call the comfort zone. And if you notice, since January, I have been out of my comfort zone. I've been on these YouTube videos. I've been talking to you guys. I've been reaching out to you, and the reason I'm doing this is because I only need to reach one person a day. That's all I want. If I could touch one person a day, make an impact, make them wake up, get out of that coma that most of us are walking in. And it is a coma. I guarantee you it is a coma. And 3 days after people get here, they come back and they tell me, something has changed. Something's different. I wake up without the alarm clock. My allergies are starting to go away. My energy is going through the roof. I'm excited about going to the gym, and I'm not fabricating this. I mean, I'll show you the text. As a matter of fact, I'll screenshot it and I'll paste it somewhere for you guys to read what an impact it does on people's lives. And one of the drawbacks of people who don't take action, or people that wait too long to actually get started on their journey, is that by the time they get started, they start having regrets and saying, I wish I would have done this sooner. I wish I had the foresight, or I had the opportunity, and I would have done something about it. I'm in a unique position, and the position is that when people sit in front of me, I tell them, I say, hey, listen, you are going to be a success story. There's no people that walk through here that actually are coming here for recreational fitness. As a matter of fact, I turned away people who want to come here and do recreational fitness. As a matter of fact, a recreational fitness mindset only takes away from people who really want to succeed. And the reason is because somebody who's doing it for recreation doesn't need a coach. You don't need a coach to, you don't need to hire a personal trainer to motivate you to do recreation. Recreation should be something that, you're self-driven already. The people that need help are the people who are, walking on the edge, the people who just have a hard time getting out of their own way, the people that despite having such great ability, never achieve to their highest level. And for that, sometimes you do need a coach. Just like I have a coach, I have a business coach. I have somebody who gives me business savvy. You know why? Because I was a career law enforcement person. I never learned anything to do with business. Business was new to me. If you know my background and my history, you'll find out that I didn't choose to be a personal trainer. This thing chose me. I showed up at a batting cage and I started working with some people, and one of the mothers just said, hey, me and my girlfriends want to get in shape, and you look like, you can help us. And, and I agreed to do it. And before you know it, those women turned out to be hairdressers, and my friend Tanya, who started my Facebook page and started putting the flyers up for me, and they spread this through word of mouth. And so this is a gift that was given to me. I could not have planned it better, because I said to myself when I retired, the last thing I wanted to do was get on the Long Island Railroad and go into the city. I said I would take a 75% pay cut, and I would even take a job at Home Depot if I had to get on that railroad one more time, and at 4 o'clock in the morning, drag myself to work, spend the whole day at work, and come back at sundown. That, I did that for over 20 years, and in the beginning, it doesn't bother you too much, but towards the end, boy, it's like a ball and chain. You just feel like, there's got to be more to life. There's got to be more opportunities for somebody, to grow and to do other things. Not that I didn't love my profession. I love the profession. I just didn't enjoy, everything I had to get through. It's like coming to the gym, Once you get to the gym, you're there. I mean, you love it, But it's just that idea of having to get up, get yourself ready, psychologically ready, mentally ready, dragging yourself there, and when you finally get there, okay, now I'm okay. So I quite understand what a lot of people go through. I mean, it's not like I'm 22 years old and I'm trying to teach a 50-year-old how to get fit. I mean, I've lived it. I've done it. I've been through this. I mean, I know what the wear and tear feels like. I know what it's like to work an 8-hour day and then be expected to actually be physically active. All those things I've lived, and I completely understand. So when I sit down with you, it's not like what you're saying to me is going to be foreign to me. I get it. But you know what? I went through that little phase where I put on 25, 30 pounds. I went through that little phase where, it was like a midlife crisis where life just didn't smell the same, taste the same. It didn't look the same to me. It just was, there's got to be more. And what made the difference, guys, was when I took care of me. When I started focusing on me again, when I started saying, hey, this is not what your body is supposed to look like, and this is not the crap you're supposed to be eating for breakfast. This is not the way you should be treating yourself. Comfort food cannot take over your life. It cannot take over, your self-esteem. It cannot take over all the things that you stand for. So if you're struggling, if you're having a hard time, and you think this stuff is going to go away, guys, it doesn't go away. For me, I had an intervention, and the intervention was a divine intervention. You know what? It was those ladies from Salon 7 and Tanya and their friends that actually, showed up at 6 o'clock in the morning and asked me to help them, because I didn't actively seek them out. I didn't put up a flyer. I didn't walk around saying, hey, I'm available to do this. But along the way, I found out something, enough lives has been changed in this place that I would be doing a disservice if I didn't get out there and help as many people as I can. So the only way I can do that is by, restricting where I put my energy, okay? So I'm not gonna put energy into people that don't need me to help them, okay? Those people can do for themselves, okay? The people who do need help are the ones that are struggling, the ones that are stuck, the ones that have been in the gym for 5 years and basically can't seem to get out of their own way, the ones that lose 20 pounds every year and they put it back on, the ones that are doing these New Year resolutions year after year. This is the first year where I said, you know what, no more New Year's resolutions, okay? What we had was a Fit on Arrival challenge, and the challenge was that you were gonna be fit by the time the new year, rolled out. And let me tell you something, I hit onto something when we did that, because what happened was that I got people that wanted to be here. I got people who were motivated. I got people who were like, would run through a brick wall if they had to, because they said, we are not going to spend one more year out of shape, and we're going to take control. And that's what we created here. That's what Express Body is all about. That's why, some people call their campers, I don't know, whatever they call them, and I call them 2%ers, because I say this is the 2% of the population. And sometimes you try to help everybody and you end up helping no one. And for me, I'm helping the 2%. And the 2% are a unique category. And if you ever come in here and you walk around this place while we're training, you're going to say, wow, there's something different about this place. There's something different about the energy. When you sit down for a consult, you have 5 people that come over to you and say, hey, you're going to do this. This is going to be good for you. This is the best thing I've ever done. And, and a lot of people look at me like I paid people to come over and recommend. No one here is paid. All these success stories that you see, they're real. They are happening in real time. And just to give you a heads up, let me look at the last 4 people that came in, okay? I'm just gonna throw some names at you, and later on, give me about 3 or 4 weeks, I'm gonna get back to you guys, all right? Gianluca Milano just came in, okay? This guy came in, he said, hey, I let myself go, I need to get my life back in order. This is the right time, I need your help, okay? I know this guy, I've helped him before, busy guy, really, like, a guy like me, gets up on the train, comes back home very late. He's ready. He's telling me he wants to get in, okay? These are the kind of people that I look for. Ann Cribben, another one. She came in, she said to me, hey, I'm at that stage in my life where I need to do something. I need to get my energy up. I need to feel good about myself again. I need to get my life back together. So Ann, keep an eye on her, because you know what? She will be a success story also. And I'm just giving you the few people that just came in. And Mary Connors, Mary Ellen Connor, okay? Maybe some of you know her. If you do know her, pay attention. That lady's gonna be a success story, and she's gonna be one real soon, okay? And she's a friend of Jennifer Feldman and Ron Feldman, our success story of the week last week. Okay, this is how this place works, guys. I don't put a Groupon out and get 1,000 people in here and then give them a sales pitch and tell them how we're the best in the world. Basically, I create human billboards, and then I let them out to the community, and then you look at them and you say, hey, where are you going? And they say Express Body. And the next question is, how do I join? And the answer is, you don't join. You fill out an impact filter, and Manny will review it, and if he's a good fit for you, if you're a good fit for Express Body, you will get the phone call, okay? And if you don't get the phone call, I will give you a notice, and I'll let you know, unfortunately at this time, you may not be eligible to come here, okay? And and Jackie La Barbera, okay? These are the people that just came in. Remember those names, and the reason I give them to you guys is